Our wear beauties, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well, and let's get started. As you can see, this is my previous set, and I have to take it off, so it's lasted just over a week. This stamper is the stamp I'll be giving away in my giveaway, so every 10 subscribers another item gets added to the goodie bag until we reach 100 subscribers on the channel, and all those 10 items will be given away to one person. Over here I'm just sizing false nails for each of my nails. These nails are already in shape, and if your hand or your fingers are in between two sizes, you would take a bigger size and just file it to shape. Once I know what size I am for all my fingers, I mark it on the pack, so I don't need to do it every time. Now I'm just ruffling up the underside of the nail so that it's got something to grip onto later on when I adhere it to my nail. So I'm roughing it up nicely, and I do that to all 10 nails. I'm using a nail clipper to just cut off the edge where the nail was probably molded the way that they manufactured it, and now I'm filing the top of the nail where you're going to paint on, especially because I use really inexpensive nail polishes. I want to make sure that the surface is nice and rough and porous, that these nail polishes have a nice surface to stick to so that it's going to last. I like to make sure it's got a rough surface. I use these Bostik glue dots to stick the nail onto these little stands that I use while I'm painting and decorating my nails. If you don't have Bostik glue dots, if you go to your local party shop, anywhere where they sell helium balloons, they should have something similar. I found it works a lot better than blue tack. Blue tack seems to soften when you put it in the UV lamp. This is a very inexpensive nail polish that I found from the drugstore, and I'm pretty amazed. I hope I can find more of this. One coat and it was really opaque. I did add 3 coats just because I'm pedantic and I want to make sure that it's done properly, but really you could only use 1 coat and you'd be fine. It's called smudge. I'm not sure if you'd be able to find it anywhere locally where you are. So with all of the nails, I'm giving it a nice coat, a nice thick coat, so that you don't, that there's no bald spots. You want to make sure that it's nice and opaque and as pretty perfect as you can get it. So I do that to all the 10 nails. Over here, I like to put a bit of a dollop under the tip of each nail so that it strengthens it and over the free edge. And this is the final coat that you're seeing here that I'm doing. I'm making a ring of black nail polish, and within that ring I'm putting a couple of dots of this same polish that I used on the nails, and then on top of that I'm putting a drop of silver, and then I'm taking a dotting tool and just spreading it out, and then I take my nail stamper, squish it around, and it came out pretty pretty. So this is what I'm doing for this effect, and I kind of like it. And while I was doing this, funny enough, this was Thursday night, and there was a huge hailstorm, and that's why I've called them Thunderstorm Nails. The dogs were going nuts, the cat was under the bed, and thunderstorm it is for your viewing pleasure. A lint remover, not only is it useful when you have a lot of fur babies living in your house, it's also brilliant if you enjoy stamping. I don't like to use any chemicals on my stamper, so I just simply roll it on my lint remover, and it gets rid of any nail polish left behind from stamping or any fluffy residue left behind. So I always keep one handy when I'm busy working with my nail stamper. I actually thought I think this effect came out really cool. None of the nails look the same. If you look at it close up, not on camera, but I mean, if I'm looking at my hands now, it looks like there's real depth to this effect, and you could do it in any color, and I really think it's awesome. It's something so unusual. It's made just for you. It's custom made, and yeah, apart from enjoying doing it, which is part of the reason why some of us do nail arts, is the therapy that we get out of it, doing something just for ourselves. I think this effect looks really pretty. I just want to take this gap and really thank you for all the love that I've received on Facebook and YouTube and Instagram. The fact that you're enjoying my videos and enjoying my creativity means so much to me. I'm so glad that I can entertain you for the couple of minutes that you watch the videos, and I hope you keep enjoying them, and I hope I can add value to your life and entertain you. So thank you so much for all the subscriptions and all the likes, all the comments. When I started this, I never thought I'd be noticed. This girl from South Africa. Thank you. All I can say is thank you. So thank you so much. When I do these manicures, I really want them to last long. I'm having to do them more now because of these videos. I do them once a week, but before, prior to that, I was doing them about once a month. And one of the biggest reasons for making them last is that I use a UV gel top coat. So any kind of UV gel top coat, glaze, that kind of thing, a no wipe one, by the way, that you have, use that. I apply 2 coats to every nail to make it nice and smooth and super glossy, and it just looks bloody awesome. So yes. These little stands came in this tiny little tin, and at the bottom of each stand is a magnet. So I'm putting all of them on the tin lid, and once I've done that, I'm going to put it back in the UV lamp for longer than the manufacturer's guidelines. When I do each nail's top coat, as you saw earlier, I put it in for 1.5 minutes, and I'm putting them all in now. That's the gel is kind of set, but I want to make sure it's hard as nails. So I'm going to put it in now, probably about 5 to 7 minutes. So I do that, and when I do these manicures, I make sure that I sit and I have the time for it. I'm not going to rush through it and get frustrated if the nail art that I want to do doesn't work out. So I sit down and I make sure I got the time for it. Normally my husband's gone to bed at this time already, so perhaps if you want to do this, do it when your kids and your loved ones have gone to bed, and if you're not that exhausted, that you can just sit and enjoy this time with yourself and get absorbed in doing something creative. And the compliments that you're going to get from wearing these, and they look so professional, you're gonna feel so awesome, and it's something really that you did and you created, and I can't describe that in any other way. So give this a try, and you'll be amazed. You'll be amazed how good it looks and how good it feels. So over here, obviously, I'm just removing all the glue dots, making sure that none of the little bits and pieces of the glue dots have fallen away or broken off, and make sure that the underside of the nail is really nice and clean, dust free, and any kind of little anything. Make sure that it's completely free before you carry on to the next step. Now I'm roughening up my own natural nail bed. I use the roughest file that I have, but I do use it very lightly. There's no pressure from the hand that the file is in. It's so light. It's just to roughen it up a bit, just remove those natural oils that are on your nail bed, and I'm getting it ready for acrylic. Applying a primer and a prepper. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to use both because I'm not a professional, but my nails have lasted very long, so I apply both. Make sure that they are nice and clean before moving on to acrylic. I've also, in the meantime, cut my nails, gone to scrub them with dishwashing liquid. Make sure that there's absolutely nothing, no dust, no oil, no funny wugglies that's going to interfere with the acrylic if you want this to last. And I think your prep is 99% of your work done, if you prep properly, this is going to stick, and it's going to stick for as long as you want it to stick. So make sure you do it properly before moving on to the next step. The other thing that's of course very, very important to note, and if you're going to try this method to be aware of, is if you're going to be using nail polishes for the color base, very, very important to let these nail polishes dry 100% before moving on to gel. So in my case, because there was a thunderstorm and it was just cozy to get to bed with the lighting through the curtains and so on, I left it overnight from when I did the nail polish to when I moved on to the gel. But if you have the opportunity and if you have the chance, it's best to leave it overnight, otherwise at least 2 hours. You want to make sure that the nail polish is in fact dry before putting on gel. Very important. My method for adhering the false nail with the acrylic is I make a little dollop of acrylic with a monomer, put it on the nail, hold the nail down for a full minute. Once that minute has passed, and set a timer, because a minute feels longer than what it is when you're doing nothing. Once that minute has passed, take some kind of tool. I use this little metal tool, I have no idea what it's called, and just remove any acrylic while it's still pliable from around your nail and the under part of your nail, and then hold it down for another full 2 minutes before moving on to the next nail. I've done it in the past where I've rushed this and the nails didn't last as long as when I held it down as long as that. So I like to watch YouTube in the background, so make sure you've got something to keep you busy. Either put a timer on or keep your eye on a clock. And also with the hand that you're holding the nail down with, make sure that you don't move it around too much. If some acrylic does get on that hand that you're holding the nail down with, you don't want it on the nail. You want to be able to remove that, because it's going to dull your design. So hold it down, keep those fingers in place, keep the fingers that you're holding it in place, clean around it, and then hold it down for another full 2 minutes. And I guarantee you it's going to last a month or longer. As I mentioned in my other videos, I'll be giving away 1 item for every 10 new subscribers I have, and when we reach 100 subscribers, that goodie bag will be given to 1 person of the 100 subscribers. So this stamping plate here is the next item to be added to the goodie bag. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you liked it, and I hope you'll keep watching my videos. Watch out for the Sabi giveaway, and thank you. Bye!